Welcome to another episode of That's the Thing Accent Core Plus R. It is episode 0.12 on Monday, February the 15th. Happy President's Day.
Oh, it's a holiday. Also, I hope the DMCA isn't gonna freak out with the slight music in Drew's background, but I don't think they are. If they didn't get us for the Donkey Kong, I think they're not gonna get us for that.
Yeah.
I think we're safe.
You think we're
I
safe?
think we're okay.
I think we're.
That means someone at the DMCA has to be watching the podcast.
Oh man, that'd be wild. That would be my luck. Where it's like I'm getting like copyright sued, where they're going after me. I'm like, there's like these videos get like 3 views. I think one of them's me.
Just see one of the defense team is just like refuses to meet eye contact, and he's the one who listens.
He knows. My defense is, Your Honor, technically YouTube should be suing me for wasting their space. Man. Also, Nolan's here. Hi, Nolan. Hi, Nolan.
Like my bladder, he's a little shy.
Hi, Nolan. You heard him. He's here.
I didn't.
I did. He said words. Nolan's real.
Do you mean before the podcast or?
No, during. He said a word. I saw it. I heard it. I saw the sound. Oh man, we got like a Twin Peaks atmosphere here. We have like phantom people. We have violins in the background.
Cello
Violins. Big violin. The standing violin.
I want to like Twin Peaks more than I actually do.
I like Twin Peaks. Spoiler, like, once they find out who killed Laura Palmer, and we're like, it feels like that's the end of the show, and then it kept going. I'm like, no.
I think I enjoy some parts of season 2 more than season 1 because it gets real stupid.
I mean, if you have Netflix, you should watch that video where David Lynch talks to a monkey. It's like 17 minutes, and it gets you everything you like. That's to me like the David Lynch booster shot. You get everything you want to get out of it.
See, I say if you got the internet, you should just watch Vinny and Jeff play Deadly Premonition.
I mean, or just get in that deadly pee yourself. Get in there.
I'm still a little salty they didn't do a Deadly Premonition 2 endurance run.
I think because that game like kind of hurts to look at.
Like, it's also they don't need the video anymore.
Yeah.
They don't need the space filler, but also like it's such an impossible thing that happened. I just feel like they should.
Oh, because yeah, it's so weird. It'd be a weird like time capsule. Like it's because you see like where they were at the beginning to how it is now.
Did they ever fix the running around outside frame rate issues?
No.
Oh my god.
They made it a little bit better, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's no good. Speaking of
Control, oh sorry.
What was that, Nolan?
I love the hell out of that game. It's really fun, but God, is just a broken mess.
You're a little quiet, Nolan, so I don't know if you need to speak closer to the microphone. Or maybe that's me.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, that's a little better.
There you go.
That's better. Because you had like a Kenny of South Park thing going on, which, while I think is a funny gimmick for an audio podcast, I don't know. Like, I don't know how listenable that would be to like everyone else. Like, I could understand it. You have like a phantom. It'd be like that one where I forgot to record myself.
I forgot about that one.
I was muted, and the entire thing was just Drew talking to a mystery phantom me.
Yeah, no, it's the light novel episode of That's the Thing.
Yeah,
The viewers are supposed to interact along with the conversation.
yeah, it's next level. I'm proud of that episode.
Yeah.
I'm proud
So
of
what'd
it.
you say, Nolan?
Oh no, like Deadly P is like a really fun, like stupid, goofy game, but God, is it just run terribly.
Yep.
It's
Deadly
done on that.
Premonition.
Yeah,
Deadly P too, yeah.
I
But
couldn't
yeah,
play
Deadly Premonition and Control, your two equally powerful games with technical issues for the supernatural investigator.
Yeah, I think Control.
Equally budgeted, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I think Control's cool. It's cool. I like Control.
I just wish they've had what, a year and a half, and they've still not really fixed that for the PlayStation 4.
I think it's like how Windows updates on my laptop compared to my desktop, or on my desktop that thing updates in like a minute, and on my laptop it makes it unusable for roughly a day because it's just the beef isn't there. So it's
my favorite on my laptop is when Windows updates and then it just decides, oh, sorry, I couldn't finish installing this update.
We're gonna do it again?
Restoring Windows. It's like, wait, what? And then, like, as soon as it loads back up, it's like, hey, there's a Windows update. You want to install it? And it's like, you just tried to.
My favorite is when the drawing tablet driver just decides not to work.
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, I'm done. And then you go, oh, and then you have to reinstall the tablet drivers, and then it's like, okay, I'm fine now. And you're like, thank you. And then you try to find like what Windows is actually doing, and it's like, we've updated Microsoft Edge, and you're like, no. Like all that crap was like you updated Edge, and then you updated like Microsoft Office, and I'm like, I don't use it. Don't like it.
Microsoft Office is supposed to be, rumor has it, moving to a one-time payment option.
And then you just get it forever.
Yeah, or I guess probably like that edition of it, I guess.
I just use Google Docs.
Yeah, like I think that's why they've like realized they can't do a subscription model for those programs.
Oh yeah, like it's like, oh. It's the increasing penalty of business. We're trying to sell a service, and everyone's like, no, I don't want the service.
Open access exists.
I just want the thing. I just want the thing. So what's been going on with yous guys?
We played a lot of For Honor last week.
Yeah,
By
we
a lot,
did.
I mean, a couple hours.
That's enough For Honor for me for a while. Like I got my fill. Still pretty good. Shigochi.
Once again, I thought that game was dead. I didn't know they were still updating it.
Yeah, like
it's really amazing.
They kind of.
Well, you know, Warden got put into Sam's show, and that just brought a resurgence of players to For Honor.
I also think it might have been one of the things where the people playing it are probably like in enough where it's just like, yeah, okay, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it.
Yeah.
We have a small. We put our one server up, and we put our one like crew, and it'll self-sustain itself.
I mean, look how long people run fighting games of the traditional variety.
Exactly.
Until you put out the next like numbered entry, they'll just stay on it.
Yeah, what sucked about For Honor is speaking.
Is it going to be 2 Honor? Is that the sequel?
For Honor 2.
No, 5 Honor comes after 4.
Yeah.
That's right.
I like 5 Honor. Because yeah, right now you have 4 factions technically. You have China, So, like, who's
Yeah,
going to be the
Japan.
fifth faction?
Hmm.
I'm thinking Aztec.
Yeah, I think it's
Like,
somewhere in the Western
yeah, like
Hemisphere.
it's South America. I feel like
Some kind of indigenous peoples.
yeah.
Ooh, no, it's okay, either A, it's the Samurai Showdown cast at large
Okay, that'd be
as a
good.
whole,
Yeah.
or B, it's just the like tribe that what's his name is from.
Oh,
Tam Tam?
Tam
Yeah, it's
Tam Tam.
Tams.
Tam
Oh
Tam.
yeah.
Yeah, coming in Tam Tam all the way.
Ooh. Also African warriors would be neat too.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
Have some cool Zulu dudes. Fucking
Yeah.
shit up.
Fuck yeah, I'd love a Zulu warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
watched.
still don't know if Tam Tam is racist or not.
Well, no, that's okay. So like I really like the movie Zulu. Have you guys seen the movie Zulu?
No.
I don't think so.
It's like a movie from the 60s, and it's about like these British guys going to Africa, and it's okay. So this movie is both kind of racist, but for the time extremely progressive, if that makes sense. Because
No, that makes sense.
Because-
they're trying, but they're constrained by the times to
Yeah.
still be racist.
Because it is still kind of racist, and there's some racist imagery, but the whole thing, the movie's about how, like, the British kind of colonial people going down just get fucked up by the Zulus because they don't think they're smart, and the Zulus are like, nah, we're like humans, and we can, we use our brain. Like, they just outwit them, like, at every turn, but it's a good little movie. It's a good movie. Still kind of a little racist because it's made in the 60s. But, the moral is pretty interesting. Like,
I love those movies.
yeah.
There's something about older movies where you're like, oh, that's the good white guy because he's only calling them Negroes like once or twice.
Yeah.
So he's the good guy.
Yeah, he's referring to them as people with a sense of honor. So, he's like the good guy.
He treats them like they're children instead of animals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that was
What a hero.
Yeah, there's like a scene in there where you see like the Zulu and they're kind of like charging the people, but they're kind of stopping and like, look how stupid they are. And our progressive racist is like, nah, what they're doing is they know how well you can shoot. So now they have a line around your like encampment where they know you can't hit us here. And they're like, oh.
Like, fuck. Oh, shit.
It's like, oh shit. But it's an interesting movie.
I'll check that out.
Interesting.
I'll have to put that on my list because right now I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was me or like my fiance, but I'm just like, you know what? I haven't rewatched any of the Marvel movies in like a long time.
Yeah.
Same here.
So I'm just going through the list.
Oh, I think that's an interesting idea, especially if you had Disney Plus and they're all there. It's just kind of like, you know what? Let's re-examine.
I'll like that first phase. I'm gonna say this: those are some solid movies.
I like
Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, and then the Avengers. Great, that's fantastic.
I thought the Hulk movie was okay.
I thought the Captain America movie was bad.
I think Captain America is one of those movies where I find it fine, but it's just like compared to some of the other superhero movies that are just dog shit. I think Captain America's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's completely eclipsed by Winter Soldier, which may be the best Marvel movie.
So that's also what I'm getting into.
Sorry, Kevin. Blade 2 exists?
Oh, I'm sorry. What I mean is the best Disney Marvel movie.
MCU?
Yeah. Cuz
the real first phase of Marvel movies, Blade and the X-Men.
Yeah, I still think Blade 1 is the best Marvel movie. It's the one I like the most.
Yeah.
I think Blade 2 tries and fails. Has some cool scenes though.
So here's the problem: like as soon as I start watching those movies, like those first 5 are just the same movie, just with different characters.
Yeah, they are.
There. Sorry, mess. Yeah, it's like cookie cutter.
Of course.
They start
The first 5
Marvel.
they all start
Yeah.
in media res. Then you get to the point where it's the lowest point, and that's where the story picks back up again. And then they win the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
With like forgettable villain.
So Iron Man 2 is like a really good movie. But I forgot the plot of it was, oh no, Iron Man's dying because his reactor's poisoning him.
And then
So he's got to fix it. But in Iron Man 3 he just has him taken out.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need the reactor. Okay, maybe he's not as smart as I think.
Well,
Yeah, because he just gets heart surgery in that one, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So my understanding is, I think it's perfectly in character for Tony Stark to willingly opt out of heart surgery to prove how smart he is that he's keeping himself alive.
Yeah.
I think that's in character for him. I don't think the movies actually established that through line or that concept.
Well,
And if it's up to us as the audience to make that headcanon up, that's where it turns into bad movie.
Yeah.
I always think it's interesting whenever you have like movie and your brain wants to rationalize it when like you're like the movie has failed, but because you like either the premise or something about the movie, you go, no, I'm going to fix it. My brain will just wrap around and start putting things together to make it work. I always find that phenomenon fascinating.
Yeah. The thing to me that I think is interesting about the Marvel movies is, to me, the score is largely forgettable.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend, who's like playing the cello right now, is like, oh no, I love the like scores in those movies. And it's like, what?
Well,
I don't know. Maybe I need like the totally over, like beating me over the head, like Jurassic Park or Jaws, like through line to a song for me to be like, oh yeah, it's this song.
oh, I
It's
do.
this movie. But like the Avengers stuff is just like, well, there is music. They do have music playing. I cannot tell you any of the characters' themes from those movies, except Iron Man plays AC/DC.
Yeah, like Spider-Man. Whenever he's on the screen, they go, Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. And then
Kevin, I think you mean it goes spider blood, radioactive spider blood.
yeah, that's good too. That's good too. I like that.
So like their phase 1, they just cleaned up all good to okay movies.
Yeah.
Like phase 2 is just pieces of shit.
Man, I hated Thor 2.
Thor 2 sucks.
Yep.
You get
Thor
one of-
2 is
you get-
maybe the worst.
But like you also get Guardians of the Galaxy and Winter Soldier, so like, oh, it's getting better. And then you get Age of Ultron, which just
I hated Age of Ultron.
Like, okay, so I remember hating that movie, but also I don't remember why I hated that movie. Like, I thankfully have just forgotten large chunks of it, except for like how quippy it is.
That's like in my brain, is that it's quippy.
that's literally how I feel.
And it feels like there's like quips.
Also so long.
Yeah, it feels like they threw in crap that I wanted to see somewhere else. Like, you just get the Hulk Buster suit like randomly, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Also, I think
I forgot.
Earned.
Like all those movies are like 2 hours long.
Yeah, the new blockbuster movie is like 2+ hours. 'Cause they got to make them that long to make you feel like it's worth paying to see it.
But yeah,
I think it's because
Yeah.
Ultron did not act like how I imagine Ultron to act, where they just made him like evil Tony Stark, but like not
Also,
evil.
they gave him a face.
Yeah, but it wasn't like evil Tony Stark. It was like evil Marvel CU Tony Stark, where he's just. I'm like, that's not Ultron. Ultron's just a mean robot who's also smart.
An angry robot.
Yeah, he is the angry scientist from Sheep in the Big City.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want. If you're gonna make him silly, make him like that.
Like, the only good part of that movie I remember is... Okay, I kind of like the scene where they're all, like, drunkenly trying to pick up Mjolnir.
That's a good one, and Cap does it a little bit.
And then the final scene where Vision kills Ultron.
Yeah. I think that'll do. I like the
Like,
Hulkbuster robot. I think that thing looks cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the Vision was like one of my favorite characters in the Marvel movies, despite effectively really not doing anything. Except almost killing Rhodey.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
But,
that's
like-
actually what I wanted to jump into.
So
With
like
Ultron.
yeah, so I think 1 second is so that's I want to watch WandaVision just because of him. But then I saw Darcy is in it, like the crappy side character from the Thor 1 and 2, and I'm like, oh well now I don't want to watch this. She sucks.
She sucks a little less in this.
Did they make her Kimmy Gibbler?
Pretty much.
Good.
It's her, the Asian FBI guy from Ant-Man and Wasp, and the little child, so it's, I think, Carol Danvers' friend's daughter.
I stopped.
Yeah.
my
Listen,
mo-
they're all side characters.
okay, because my Marvel
Wait,
ends at Ant-Man and the Wasp. That was the last one I watched.
Is Agent Coulson still dead?
I thought he wasn't dead.
Technically, he's not because the TV show, but I don't know if that's canon.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like that's what I remember. It's like he was still in the like Agents of Shield TV show after he died in Avengers, and it's like wait.
yeah, because they
And
said
then those
like,
people showed up in Age of Ultron, didn't they?
I don't know.
Oh, I just you know what really sucked about Age of Ultron?
What?
We had just earlier that year seen Quicksilver in Days of Future Past.
Oh yeah.
And then we
Okay.
had that. Then we had that dry ass Quicksilver in Age of Ultron.
Oh.
So that's actually, so this is what I wanted to get into because
Yeah.
WandaVision has now moved to the 2000s era TV show in a Malcolm of the Middle, even Steven style TV show now,
okay. That's
where
good.
it's instead
Ooh.
focused on the family. It's the kids like looking at the camera and narrating.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
now
they
So
brought
wait, do they
back
have Vin and Viv?
Vim
Do
and
they have
Viv.
Vin and Viv? Or is it Wanda and Pietro? Wait, no, Scarlet Witch can't give birth to Scarlet Witch.
I don't know.
No, it's like Billy and Timmy is what it
Okay.
is.
Oh.
See,
Timmy and Timmy.
because Vim and Viv are Vision's kids in the hit comic run The Visions, where shit gets wild and real bad.
So there's something they did with the show is Wanda is losing control of whatever this is, and Pietro comes back.
Cool.
But it's not dry ass Pietro, it's X-Men Pietro.
Oh, because yeah, now they technically own him.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because they technically own him now, so they can just do it.
That's so much better.
They can just is
Evan Peters?
Yeah.
is
And
is
they-
this
and everyone's just like, that doesn't look like Pietro. What's going on?
so is WandaVision how they're gonna try to just get the X-Men into the Marvel universe? It's just say instead of no more mutants, she says no comma more mutants.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to see, but like the show's getting better, and it's solid because every time it like shifts to a new like TV series, the perspective changes. So it goes from like four
Oh yeah.
4/8 to like 16:9 to full screen to like theatrical on like different moments.
Sounds cool.
It's
Yeah,
a
like,
really cool show.
I've just YouTubed it, and yeah, just seeing him there is so bizarre.
Good job.
And she's like, why do you look so weird? He's like, I don't know.
Good job. Use your
kinda happened.
monopoly for good, Disney.
Oh,
That show's
God,
getting
that
good.
character sucked.
I know.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I remember like the complete non-emotional payoff when he dies, like saving Hawkeye.
I'm like, oh no, he died. That sucks. Oh well.
I
Let's
didn't
keep
remember
moving.
how he died. I just remember
He like
that
pushes
he died
Hawkeye out of the way
somehow.
of bullets or something.
Something he, like the other Quicksilver would have just been like casually walked over and just moved out of the way, and then just moved Jeremy Renner.
When are they gonna team up with Sonic?
When in the Sonic 3 movie.
Yeah, Sonic. See, like, I don't like that the rumors.
Sonic 3 is going to be a Knuckles
Age
one.
of Apocalypse.
Yeah, like it should be Sonic 2, then Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like that's what the movie should be.
But Kevin, we gotta streamline it so we can get Shadow in there.
Oh no, because then it's Sonic Adventure, then it's Sonic Adventure 2. Like the movie it writes itself. I'm excited for Sonic 2. I like the Sonic movie a lot.
Listen, I'm just glad to see a sequel to the #1 movie of 2020.
Oh man, it was
Sonic.
sick. I hope they go to the Olive Garden this time.
Sorry, they've moved up. Now Red Lobster is their sponsor.
Oh yeah, they just go to Red Lobster. Tails just looks at the screen and says Red Lobster. Red Lobster. I love it. Jim Carrey's gonna come back. See, like I think they did mess up where they should have had his name be Kintobor, because in the official Sonic lore, in one of like the old 90s shit, like the origin of Sonic was that Sonic was a brown hedgehog, like a regular colored hedgehog, anthropomorphized, that was friends with a scientist called like Kintobor. But then Sonic got on the treadmill and ran too fast, and it caused an explosion which turned Sonic blue, and it made Kintobor evil, and that's why he's Robotnik. This is the lore of the European Sonic the Hedgehog comic. Everyone muted. Everyone muted when I'm talking about Sonic lore.
Talk about the Carl Banks Scrooge McDuck comic.
Oh man, that Scrooge McDuck comic is so fucking good. Oh man. Like it's I can't remember like exact plot details, but it's like the life and times of Scrooge McDuck. It's highly recommended. It makes Scrooge into like legitimately a good character. I like Scrooge. I like that kind of European comic. I always assume it's European, because like to me mentally, like if you say American comic, I either think of newspaper strips or superheroes, and anything else is like from the Europe.
Yeah, sorry, Carl Banks is not European.
I know. Well, that's why I gave my thought process. This is how my brain works.
Yeah, you forget the like two major things that killed comic books here in America: the FCC
And the Comics Code.
and the rise of independent transportation.
Yeah.
Like, that is one of the reasons why France and Japan still have major comic book.
Yeah, because they
Diversity
buy them
and
on the
sales.
subway.
Yep, when you got public transportation, you just buy comics to read on the subway.
Or on the train, and you're like, fuck it.
Yep.
I need my tankobon of bone.
Yep.
I found my bone tankobon.
Yeah, that omnibus.
Yeah, that thick boy that I bought for like $40 way back when.
So good.
It's good. It's
It's
good
getting
fun.
Netflix is adapting it into a series.
They're also adapting Redwall. I'm excited.
Yep.
I am thrilled. All in
They
for it.
also They also partnered with someone in Japan to found a new animator training studio.
And they better be putting them on Redwall. Let's go. I'm thrilled.
We've gotten a lot of good like new streaming news recently too.
Yeah.
Man. Martin the Warrior. I read like all those fucking books. Like
If I should read one Redwall book, which one should it be?
like this is the first one. Like the first
Like
one.
I've always wanted to, but then like in school I was like, this is too long for me to do because of AR. Like I don't want to read all this for AR.
Just read the first one, because honestly they're all like the same fucking book, where there's Redwall Abbey, and then they have to go on an adventure to save it, and then they kind of do, usually to get like a sword or some shit.
Yeah.
So like just read the first one, because everyone just
All right.
talks about like how the first one's, it's good. I like it. That was what Babby Raylith read before he graduated to like Dragonlance.
Warhammer 40K.
No, that's Manchild Babby Raylith. Manchild Raylith went to the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. Or technically,
you guys want to talk?
What?
You guys want to talk about your boys?
Oh yeah, I can. I finished painting. I finished painting my children. I built them up.
Oh,
I painted them, and now I kind of want to get more.
I'm
They've
all
got you
set.
covered.
I'm just waiting for my glue to come in so I can actually finish my my Tau Commander.
So what I'll say is that the first time, at least like with everything, but with making models, is that you're trying. It's scary. The first one will always be very scary, but then the second one, you're more like, okay, I've done it once before, it's fine. Like the first one putting together, I was terrified of. Drew absconded for some reason. I think he got too feared. Okay, Drew says
He's
it's
like,
all
oh,
right.
no.
But anyway,
He's getting pulled in. He's trying to fight it.
All right, but like, like the first one was scary, but then the second one wasn't. And apparently, I've looked it up. Like, the first time you paint, it will always look shitty, and then like you'll prime it, you'll paint it, and you'll take your picture, and it looks bad. But part of that is because the camera on the phone or whatever is HD, so it can zoom in and see all your fuck ups, whereas my eyeball can't. It's like I'll be looking at it with my own eyes. I'm like, it looks pretty good, and then you like photograph it and it looks horrible, and you're like, oh, that's because it's like 2 inches away, like maximum detail, where I can't see like hyper detailed like an inch away from my eyeball. It doesn't work like that. Maybe because I'm old.
I don't think I'm going to try to paint mine right now. I just really want to just build up.
Building is
Tau
the fun.
Commander.
Building is the fun part. I will let you know. At least for me, like cutting them out and putting the glue on and building them. Like I enjoyed that shit. That shit was fun. Painting was nerve-wracking, and then like finishing up is fine. And then you put the magical Nuln oil on it, and it kind of just makes it look good. Like that's what gets all the little shading and stuff in there, and you're like, oh, it's magic. But yeah, I gotta do that. I'm thinking about getting more, cause I keep like I finished. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this again, and then I waited, and then I wanted to do more. But that's it. I'm probably gonna buy it next week, cause I gotta go to Target. I gotta do errands. Like I need more socks, and my like TV tray table whatever broke. Like it won't go up anymore, so now I'm stuck with like a tiny table, which is fine. But I need it like I need it at table level to do crafts on, and when it's on like 2 feet off the ground, which is fine to store something, but it's not where I need my crafts.
I got kind of like a desk that I'm kind of using for mine, and it's just like the perfect level.
Yeah, I use basically my kitchen table and a TV tray, and I put like shit that I not paint on the TV like paint on the TV tray and then not paint on the table. So it's like whenever I leave something to dry, I leave it on the table. But then whenever I need to like paint something, I paint it over the TV tray. So if I spill, it's not a problem.
I kind of look, because we have like in our apartment, we kind of have like an arts and crafts corner.
Oh yeah.
So I've just been using that.
Oh yeah. It's like my mom was.
We already have like paints and stuff over there.
Like I texted my mom and she's like, "Oh, that's wonderful. You're doing crafts." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
That was the thing I was not expecting. Hi, Drew. Welcome back.
I'm back.
I was just talking about.
I'm glad you gave up that video gaming. You're doing real things.
Yeah, like how like my mom was supportive of me doing crafts by painting tiny Warhammer miniatures, and she's like, "That's great, you're doing crafts. I'm proud."
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that's nice," but then I feel like I could have abused this in like my like younger self. Probably could have if I was smart.
Gotten some free Warhammer minis.
Oh man, she would like this if I was in like middle school kind of whatever. I would have been because she would always wanted me to do stuff that wasn't like video games or like go outside, and I'd be like, "Hey, look at this! It's like painting and crafts," and she'd be like, "Oh, that's wonderful, here." And I'd be like, "Haha, I've done it. I'm a genius."
Gotten some sweet Gundam models.
Oh man, I could have gotten so many of the like the H grade Gundam model. It would have been good, but I was stupid and played Pokemon.
Okay, so I definitely never got any of like the high grade stuff, but when I told my grandma I liked Gundam, she got me like I think 2 little Gundam sets that I put together.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
and one was Stardust. One of the Gundams from Stardust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other
Nightmare
one
of
was.
Solomon or the other one?
The other one. I don't remember its name.
I have a Death Scythe, a G Gundam, and the Angel Wing Gundam. I did
Wing
not.
Zero Custom?
Yeah, the Wing
Now,
Zero Custom.
Also, bear in mind, I was like 12 years old when I was putting it together, and I'm like, man, it looks great. And then just over time, it started falling apart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty badly on there.
Oh, man. I should probably have like a Gundam restoration if I ever get good at miniature painting. Find that old Gundam and like, all right, now we're going to actually make it look good. Like, shave off some of the shit.
Make it not look like shit.
Yeah. Like, actually use the gold paint instead of the random kind of yellow little sticker that, like, is half off.
Get the sandpaper to, like, file down the
nubbins?
Like, cut off. Yeah, the nubbins.
Oh, you got to do that in Warhammer Mall. That's one of the key things. It's like, you gotta use the backside of your hobby knife to scrape the mold lines and some of that. You gotta scrape that off, get it all smooth.
Yeah. Oh man, imagine Gundam Build Fighters, but Warhammer miniatures.
I would have pitched that show.
Oh man.
I would have pitched that show so hard. Like, I know that Netflix is doing a Magic the Gathering show and they want it to be, it's probably going to be like, here's in-universe. Where I'm like, no, I want Yu-Gi-Oh! But
no, you want Chaotix.
No, I don't want Chaos. I want like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Kaiji.
You want Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Yeah, where it's just it's like there's this melodrama, but it's all about the card game, and like outside it's what was it? I was talking about like if I was going to make a fighting game show, it would be high stakes during the match, and then outside of the match, it's always sunny.
Yeah, or it's Cromartie High School outside, and then it's like Kaiji or
Kaiji
Akagi
during
inside.
the fight, but then everything else, it's just a bunch of idiots being stupid, and that would be the show. And I'm like, that's my fighting game show. That's like the Yu-Gi-Oh show. That's the Magic or Warhammer. Like, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Warhammer miniatures. They're fun.
Yeah, neat.
I need to try to. I feel like it's making me crafty, like pulling teeth. Because now I'm like, I looked up how to make a DIY model holder, where you gotta like magnetize the base of your Warhammer models instead of buying like the Games Workshop one that's like $50. It's like, nah, here you'd get like a $5 bin and some magnets and like a magnetic sheet, and you can just kind of glue it together and it works. I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun. Drew left again, which is fine.
He's coming and going.
Yeah, that's okay. Nolan, did you see the trailer to Alpha Betas?
No, what is that?
Okay, so I'm gonna put it in chat so you can watch it. Alpha Betas from the people that brought you. Oh crap! It's gonna like play. You don't hear it. Okay, I gotta find this. Here we go. Okay, the pilot premieres March 13th. So this is from like one of the Rick and Morty production house, and it's about video gamers having to save the world because the games are real, and it looks fucking horrible. Also, the main character is how I drew Drew in the comic, which is weird. But it looks fucking awful. It just looks awful. You should look at it. I don't like. You should take a gander.
Let me pull that up and look.
Okay, yeah, like take a gander. Take a gander at it. Like, it's not even funny. It's just like it's oh man, it's a failure on all counts. Not a fan. But yeah, like it doesn't. Also, the main character apparently are voiced by like YouTuber people, the kind of YouTuber that has like 25 million subs, and then you click their channel and you don't get it. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, it's not even like they're not even really good, but those videos have like 4 million views each, and you're like, how? I don't. Like, I could understand like a couple thousand maybe. This shit's like, I just, it's like, I don't get it. I don't get the alpha betas. I gotta watch it because I need to know. I'm not gonna pay money to watch this. Looks bad. Just don't. Like, what are you? It's like bad reboot. The whole show. It's just. I mean, it frustrates me. You should have consulted with me. I would have given you a decent show. It's not that hard. I draw the video game nerd comic every week. It's not hard.
Holy crap, does that look awful?
I know, it looks terrible. And it's not that hard. Like, there's several ways to make this kind of show. As I was saying, like, I draw a comic that's just video game nerd shit. It's not hard.
There's already a show.
You could, like, if you wanted to be lazy, you would just go to like the Penny Arcade guys and say, "Hey, can we just make this?" And they'd probably be like,
Wait.
yeah, okay. And that
I
would
was
be...
trying to remember. There's some sort of like little kids Netflix show where it's like
Oh,
they're
Glitch Tech. Yeah, it's like
Glitch Tech.
Glitch Tech's okay.
Yeah, Glitch Tech is that but good.
Yeah, like Glitch Tech's okay. Like Reboot is that, basically. Where you had to go into the game to solve it. Like, the formula's been done. All you need to do... But the joke, like, if that's their trailer, their jokes are, like, not good. Like the jokes are... Like, it does not... It's not... The games aren't weird enough. Like, it looks like their jokes are like, haha, we're in Red Dead Redemption. And then, like, we're... Like, the carry... I don't know, it's just the... Like, I don't have any connections with these characters. I don't know what game they're playing. I don't know why I should care. Like, I mean, if you're gonna make that show, then make like weird ass games. Like go have your episode 1 be Metal Wolf Chaos. Like, make that happen. I'd be down with Metal Wolf.
Have your episode 1 be Godhand.
If so, in the one of my projects, which is a theoretical Patton Page cartoon, it's the pilot is Bloodborne, and it's about how Page had to go to the hospital for eating poison, and the cure is Canadian medicine, which is the old blood. And she has to go to Yarnum. And that, like, there you go, there's your episode. It's one done.
That's pretty good.
And then you just have, like, Bloodborne joke. And you're like, yeah, there you go. Do you like your Nier Automata joke? Do you, like, get weird with it?
Oh yeah, when's the new Replicant supposed to be?
I don't know.
Soon, isn't it?
They showed the trailer. Like, they showed gameplay footage, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm down with it.
I just want to play as old man though. I don't want to be young guy.
I think there's, like, Young Nier has some good stuff. It's just, to me, like, the main quest to save Yuna works better with old Nier, but Young Nier works better with all of the side quests and other characters, because it's kind of like how, like, the time skip where he grew up and learned more weapons, how he interacts with Emil and Kaine, like, works better when he's like,
I don't know.
kid.
Kaine saw a DILF and wanted to get on that.
That's true.
I like that idea.
Yeah, like there's like I am okay with Brother Nier, even though I prefer Father Nier. I think that's they did correctly by giving us that. Like, all the voice actors are there. Kaine sounds the same. Got Liam O'Brien doing Grimoire of Vice. It's great. I like Nier. I hope it gets weird at the very end.
Well, speaking of stuff that we were sure would never ever come back again,
Street Fighter V.
Clone High.
Yeah, oh yeah, Clone High's coming back. That's wild.
It's been approved for 2 seasons.
That's wild. We got Scudworth and Mr. B coming back. I'm ready.
So, I am worried because they haven't said that Lord and Miller are coming back to, like, help write and direct for it.
Yeah, well, if it's bad, it's bad. But I have hope. Because they're mining their old properties. You gotta mine them correctly. I want to talk about the Street Fighter V changes, but Drew's not here, and I think he knows the most about them.
All I saw was, like, I saw the Dan video.
Yeah. Did you
And I
see,
saw a
like,
little bit of
the
the
V
roads.
shift?
Yeah.
That thing looks cool.
It does look pretty cool.
I like how it like gives you they added witch time to it. So whenever you like counter at the last second, you get that little bit of slow-mo, which looks stylish, but also if you're old, it gives you enough time to put in your next input. I think that's a classy solution.
Sure.
I like but yeah, like
I'll have to go back through and watch the rest of those.
Yeah. Next weekend, or this week, whatever, Guilty Gear. I'm excited to try that out.
Strive open beta, me too.
Yeah. If the net play is good, I'll probably... That's a game where, like, if the net play is good, I'll buy it. If it's bad, I won't. Because, like, I can't play in person right now. I can only play on the internet.
Here's hoping both it plays well offline and online.
Who do you think the last character is going to be?
Who do I want it to be, or who do I think it's going to be?
Both.
I'd really like Johnny to come back.
I think... Okay, you go.
And I think it's
that...
either going to be some, like... Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
I think it's that man. Because, like, the story trailer was saying, like, sole bad guy's choice. And that feels like he's going to have to fight that man. Which makes me think that that's the character, is that man.
That man.
Yeah, we must fight that man.
I have some... Either it's going to be another Valentine.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretty much say it's going to be another Valentine. I don't know if it's going to be one we know about or one that or a brand new one. But I got that feeling.
Yeah.
It's going to be some gear.
It's
some gear that's here to fuck things up.
It's going to be like Justice 2.
Fuck, I'd love Justice 2.
Justice would be good. Like, I'm okay with Justice coming back. I feel I feel like Johnny makes sense if you're doing May, but I feel like with this we're going. I think Bridget should come back at some point. I think that'd be fascinating to see like the aged up new design, how they're doing that. Answer would be cool to come, but like Biken and there's all sorts of people like there's all sorts of good Guilty Gears. But
Bring back Robo-Kai.
Yeah, Robo-Kai would be cool. Robo-Kai feels like DLC though.
Yeah.
Oh man, Robo-Kai's gonna have a dragon install. What the hell's that gonna look like?
It's gonna look shitty because his like eyes just gonna like pop out or.
Oh, or it could be like magnetic, where it's like a bunch of scrap wings kind of going around him.
No, it's Robo-Kai. It's nothing that cool.
Oh man, but what if it's stupid looking? Like it looks like garbage.
Then it's perfect.
Where it's like he gets like garbage wings, or he just turns into Soul Bad Guy made out of trash. Like that's his dragon install.
Okay, I like that better.
Where he's like, behold, I have done it. That'd be cool. I think like my hope is that man. That is my hope for the new character. But I'm always okay if it's like Biken or whatever. Hold on, I need to. Uh-oh. Everyone leave. Nolan, return. Okay, you're there. That's fine. I was just talking about, like, Biken would be cool, too. Biken's always cool. Put it like Cliff Alderson. Testament. Testament could be cool. That's the problem with Guilty Gear. There's too many winners.
To be in.
There's too many winners in Guilty Gear.
There's too many winners and too few losers.
Yeah. But like Angie's your loser. I mean, that's like actually pretty good. Like when that's like your bad character.
for Bedman.
Yeah. Oh, I think Bedman's cool.
Bedman's like a cool character, but he's still low tier compared to everyone else.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's
he'd be the star character in any other fighting game.
Yeah. What's the Korean girl that pilots the old man robot?
Oh, it's like Hawken or something.
Yeah, like I don't know her name, but I just like that's a weird one. Jacko. I would be actually okay with Jacko coming back.
Yeah, Jacko's great.
I like that Jacko was literally play the RTS during your fighting game. I think that's funny. I liked her. I like you just made your tiny little mans and then they just go across the screen.
Fuck, Guilty Gear's so cool.
It is cool. It's full of winners. Like Guilty Gear, everyone likes Guilty Gear. Except Overture. Talk about that one.
More correctly, nobody hates Guilty.
That's true. But yeah. So yeah, I think it's gonna be that man. But I wouldn't mind. I think I'm gonna put my vote as Jacko. That's gonna be my wish character. Because I like the stupid setup gimmick. Big fan. I like so that'll be my shenanigans. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the fucking trash. People can't throw away their trash in the dumpster. They just dumped it out in front. I saw them last night because I was feeding Stinky the cat. I heard like sounded like something was trying to get into the trash can, and I looked out my window at night. I saw people out there, and they couldn't figure out how to throw a box into a dumpster because they didn't do the box flattening or tear it up beforehand. So they were just trying to shove in like a TV box, like one of those big TV boxes, into a dumpster. But they also couldn't figure out that if it's really big, you can just pop the top of the dumpster and throw it in from the top. Like,
I hate that.
Like they don't know how a dumpster works, which I feel is pretty easy. Like, you don't need to be a scientist to know if you can't fit it in on like the little side hatch, you can just go kind of flip the top of it and put it in from the top. It's like they can't figure it out.
If side too small, use top. Just have that written on the side.
Yeah, or if right side full, go to left and throw it in that way.
Oh my god, that pisses me off.
Because you'll see it, it'll be like really, it looks like oh shit, that's full, and then you go to the other side and it's just no. Everyone just stacked it to one side because they couldn't walk over like 2 feet.
Because they're lazy. God,
I hate it.
This...
But it's not hard. Like if it's hard, like I almost get it if it's hard, or if it was like full, like because I've seen that. Like I wouldn't fault you if the thing was completely full and you just dumped your shit in front and walked away because you didn't want to deal with it. While I don't endorse it, I don't hate you for doing that. But if you're just like you didn't want to walk 2 feet.
Oh man, the door's closed. Yeah, I can't open it. I'm just going to leave it here then.
And then you'll see the people. If this is you, then I apologize, but I'm still going to make the statement. Where like they fill up their truck full of garbage and then drive it to the dumpster.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
But it's like you can just do it one at a time.
So that's half me. What I would do is if my truck gets filled up with trash, I'll just take a trash bag, fill it up as much as possible, tie it off, and then throw it in the dumpster.
Oh no, what I mean is like they've put in like several trash bags full of trash into the back of their truck, and then they drive the truck to the dumpster, and then they just kind of throw the trash bags at the dumpster, not like really in, but just kind of like at the opening, and if it misses, whatever, and then they drive away.
Yeah, no, those are the worst.
Where it's like, but it's not hard. It's not hard. That bothers me. It's one of those things that bothers me. Mainly because my apartment is near the trash dumpster, so whenever all the flies and wasp, after they made their nest in the trash, they come directly to me because I'm the closest one. Which, I mean, that's the downside. The upside is I only have one wall that is neighbor.
That is true.
So, I mean, that's pretty good. And usually it was fine. The current neighbors, while somewhat loud during the day, have never been loud at night. I'm probably the one that's loud at night when I'm watching, like, anime at 2 a.m. because I can't sleep. But that's what they get. That's what you deserve.
You're watching your Harmon animes.
Yeah.
And they hear the sounds as they're trying to sleep in bed.
Yeah, they're what was that one Twitter video where the guy was watching anime, and whenever someone else that doesn't like anime come in, it's always some fan service boob scene, and he's like, "No, man, it's great." Like the guy walks
God, that's
up.
like half of animes where it's just like, man, this anime is great. Walks in and they're doing the fan service episode. Fuck.
Yeah, we're like, "Oh no, Koichi-san's in her panties," and you're like, "No, it's not like this."
This is going to be a very direct question. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, someone walked in when I'm trying to show like the cool part of anime, but then it's like,
No, you're watching an anime and like either your mom or somebody comes in on you. I go, what are you watching?
No,
I'm like,
thankfully not, because I would always be nervous whenever anime or something had nudity. I'd always be looking at the door or whatever, like because I had like a little TV in my room with a VCR, one of those kind of like TV VCR bundles, and that's what I would watch anime on. And I'd always like be looking at the room whenever it was like Ranma or something, or even like old Dragon Ball where like Goku was like naked. I'm like, oh shit, don't walk in now.
Fucking. Just watching like garbage tier shonens.
Yeah.
And you see, someone falls into boobies, or someone walks into the girls' dressing room.
Yeah.
And then right there, mom walks in.
Oh yeah. Oh no, every time.
And it's very quickly change it to something, or like if I'm on my laptop, pull up another tab real quick.
Yeah.
Wait till this passes.
It's like why are you doing this to me, anime? Why you gotta be like that?
Hey, Nolan, what are you watching? Oh, just an anime.
It's just fight Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. It's like, please.
That's been some like embarrassing moments in my life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch Gurren Lagann and then titties.
Well, that's just how it is. You gotta grit your teeth. Just say, yep, that's what it is. Stare him down. Be
so
like,
is Drew coming back?
No, I don't know. I think he's gone. I think he bailed or had some issue, or I don't know. It's okay. We talked about what we need to talk about. We ended on the horror of anime. That's about it. Anything more you want to leave the viewers / listeners with?
No, that'll be it.
Yeah, my statement is, whenever you're watching anime in public, always just have your fingers ready on the Alt F4. Just always be ready to shut it down, because you never know. You never know when the anime is gonna strike. Later days. I gotta actually click the right button. There we go.